It was just another normal evening when Sarah moved into her new apartment. She had spent weeks looking for a place, and this one seemed perfect. It was modern, well-maintained, and affordable, something she could hardly believe considering the city's prices. The landlord, Mr. Hughes, had been quick to sign the lease and showed no sign of being anything but kind. He seemed a bit odd, but Sarah thought nothing of it. The first night, she couldn't sleep. The apartment was eerily quiet. No sounds from the outside, no distant hums of city life. Just silence. The kind of silence that felt thick, like it was pressing in from all sides. She shrugged it off as the usual first-night jitters and eventually fell asleep. But after that, things began to change. The lights flickered sometimes, only in the hallway. The kitchen tap dripped even though Sarah had checked the pipes. Every time she went to the mailbox, there was a letter addressed to her, but the handwriting was unfamiliar. The messages were always strange. Don't ignore the shadows. You should leave. At first, she thought someone was playing a prank on her, but soon she noticed things she couldn't explain. In the middle of the night, the shadows in the hallway seemed to move. Not the usual play of light and dark, but real, tangible shifts, like something was slipping in and out of view. Sarah would wake to find the hallway light on, though she was sure she had turned it off before bed. Each time she checked, there was nothing there except the air, thick with the feeling of being watched. One night, as Sarah was about to turn in, she heard a faint scraping sound coming from her closet. It was subtle at first, almost like something being dragged across the floor. Her heart raced as she slowly approached the closet. The door was slightly ajar, but when she opened it, there was nothing inside. That's when she saw the shadow. It was no longer moving along the walls, but standing at the far end of the hall. It had no shape, but she knew it wasn't human. The darkness clung to the edges, stretching into long, twisted arms. As she blinked, the shadow seemed to grow closer, and with each step it took, the air grew colder. Desperate, Sarah ran to the landlord's apartment. She knocked frantically, but the door was already open. Inside, the room was empty. No furniture, no signs of life, only an old newspaper on the floor. The headline read, "Tenant found dead after mysterious disappearance." Her blood ran cold as she realized. The man she had rented from had been dead for years, his body never found. And now, Sarah understood. She wasn't just a tenant. She was the next. Behind her, the door slammed shut. The shadow was waiting,